Hello. I have my head rock with me today. As you can see, I believe it's a new emote as well. Let's see, it's called Rock Key. It had different names, but over time, it seemed like we settled on Rock Key. And by over time, I mean in the last hour or so. You'll also notice some updates on the emojis. Like there's a heart one with a heart hands. Hearts do all, by the way. And there's a few others, you just have to look around. Wow, that's a lot of hearts. And I also see some worms, and some rocks, and some headpads, and some boots. Also, I would like to welcome anyone that's kind of new to this experience. Hello. How do you get more emojis? What do you mean? Enjoy your lurking, bruiser. Okay, one moment, I need to check something. I'm still here. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Okay, yeah, everything's good. More emoji slots. I'm like sidewalking like a crab. Okay, let's see. In terms of more emoji slots, I believe it's tied to like how many members there are. Okay, yeah, let me check. I took out a couple, and I know we've been gaining more slots over time, but let me take a look at the moment. As you can see, by the way, the game is at 106%. And, you know, props to the people who did the Pantheons and the Path of Pain, like, completed it. I did not. Okay, almost done. So, I believe we have 19 emojis. I'm going to count. Yes, we have 19 emojis to unlock the 20th emoji. It says 25 more members are needed, but keep in mind, I don't really know how it counts that. I don't know if gift memberships count towards it. I also don't know if there's a timer, like it checks for a week or something, or every couple days, because I don't think it just instantly unlocks by gifting 25 subs or whatever, or memberships. It may need some time to like calibrate or something. I'm not entirely sure. It also could be organic memberships, but I also know that hundreds of individuals are not individually subscribing necessarily, like the memberships. Like here, you can see the member count, I believe. Oh yeah, it's right here, right next to my head. I don't show it too often, but you know, it fluctuates. But to give you an idea, we have that, and I think you understand what I mean. There has not been, like, even 100 people individually becoming a member during the stream. There's a couple from time to time, but for the most part, that's like a clump of gift subs. But anyways, not super important right now. Just wanted you to know that's how we unlock more emoji spots is through memberships. I'm just not sure exactly how it works, like how it unlocks. Okay, this fight is gonna be interesting. I am excited to check it out. See, we're talking about heads. Thank you, Dusty, for the head. Okay. In the past day, I browsed a few videos out of curiosity. I related to Hollow Knight. Oh, whoa. Look at that. The ground lights up where you stand. What a good detail. It also appears that each area has its own unique symbol. Placed. Great job, Team Cherry. Wow. That is an insanely small detail. Great job. I guess it's not too small. Okay. But I hope you're comfy and able to relax a bit. As I was saying, it's warming up a little bit, and leaps and dips. I'm doing good. Well, in our kimchi. Okay. I watched a few videos. One of them I skimmed through was Koseki Bijou doing the Path of Pain. I had heard that she had done it, and so I looked it up. It is amazing when I read some of the comments, though, that basically said that she actually did it multiple times, and for different reasons had to return and do it again and again. But on her final attempt, she accomplished it. But honestly though, for anyone that has done the Path of Pain in Hollow Knight, like, congratulations. It's very fitting that they don't give you an achievement, so it really is a very personal experience, I'm sure. Thank you, David. I wasn't sure if anyone would understand the reference, like, why sunscreen? Okay. I also skimmed through a video of someone doing this boss fight, and they received no damage, and it was called, like, I don't know if it was absolute radiance or if it was just it's this fight, but essentially they were doing it receiving no damage. It was crazy. But yeah, when you look up on YouTube and you see some of the speedrun videos, it's super impressive what people are able to do. Lots of, like, pattern learning, to the point that it's not even a boss fight anymore. It's just a series of steps. There's, like, emotion attached to the obstacles, but not so much the art or anything like that, unless it's needed for the mechanic. To the point where you just gotta do it on autopilot. Okay. thank you for the chocolate, but I didn't complete the path of pain, so in reality, you know, yeah. Alright, it's time. You can't focus on anything right now. Well, maybe it's time to focus on whatever you really want to focus on. Hello, Iago. Read a book or something? That might be a positive thing. Also, I'm hearing a distinct shift in the music. Oh, that is incredible. I'm not postponing or prolonging the fight. However, I'm just taking a moment to appreciate these final details because when this fight is done, I will no longer play Hollow Knight. So, it really is the end of my Hollow Knight journey, I suppose. Obviously, there's Silk Song. And that will probably come next year. I'm not in a hurry to play it. But do you hear this? If you listen closely to the music, you hear the silence. And as we get closer to the door, you'll hear what sounds like violins or some sort of string instrument start to build. I love it. Old videos. And you're able to explain more. Hello, cheese. We're certainly going to give it our best effort. Interesting, look, buddy. The final scene at the at the end of the path of pain. Yes, it appears that it was like the Hollow Knight standing next to the Pale King or something. And that's all I know. Wow, with the way I seem to play games, sometimes, like games I enjoy. If I played Skyrim and started enjoying it, that might be an extremely long playthrough. I probably won't though, because things like the inventory weight system and just the absolutely endless amounts of exploring that you could do, I'm not sure I'm interested at this time. I was waiting to see what Red had to say. Jeez, Dragon, let me tell you right now, Beats and Boots has certainly been a helpful guide along this journey. However, as notated on Discord, Japanese Gremlin is the Hollow Knight. It is confirmed. The role on the Discord I created for them is called Hollow Knight. Okay, having said that, while I am playing the game, an enormous amount of helpful backseating, you could say, but positive backseating, has occurred from Japanese Gremlin. So essentially, if you think about it, I am fighting the fights, and they have pretty much helping guide me around the entire world. Outside of, when I'm just whacking things and find secrets just because I have to hit every corner, just in case. And then, next thing you know, literally something totally invisible and hidden behind graphics. Japanese gremlin reveals some sort of secret. So yes, very, 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 very thankful to Japanese gremlin for helping me make this experience like extraordinary. Oh, here's a really simple way to put it. I was the co-pilot on this journey. At least, that's another way to say it. Or if I was the pilot, which I guess I am, I had an extraordinary collection of co-pilots. Okay. Is the R the ruple or the... I can't remember which currency the R represents. But thank you, Yayo. Okay, here we go. Oh, Brazilian real. I always think it is related to a different currency. Difficult to understand my voice. Interesting. Probably. Certainly at times. Okay, here we go. I may need to make some adjustments. But yeah, I can't keep taking it to my face. I also need to not run into them. Okay. That was a good little warm-up. Okay. He was just hyping us up, that sound, that laughing. Also, let me get a little smaller. Cheese Dragon. The intro cutscene, are you talking about in the Path of Pain? Skullfrost. Yeah, working on the final boss. I'm training the boss. I will say that, for the most part, there's very little in the game, lore-wise, that really resonates with me deeply, or that I care too much about. It's far more for the gameplay and, like, the environmental sort of experience, the sounds. I'm observing the story, and sometimes it jumps out at me, like with the character of Cloth, who, spoiler alert, when she got stabbed during one of the fights, like impaled, beyond a lot of the story. I'm just kind of like, okay. I certainly don't hate the story. I don't really hate any of the stories of the games we're playing. I'm just not always interested in fully absorbing them. If I was, we would still be playing Talos Principle, because I would be speaking to every single NPC and conversating about every response. Okay, here we go. Not going into this phase with very much health. Okay. Let's give this a warm up. Okay. Nice. This is gonna be great. The big plot twist is that the Hollow Knight is Vessel 1K, and he failed to accomplish the goal. So just like in Talos Principle, the main character he played was called literally 1K. Like we were the one model like 1000. Why is it we just keep playing the same games over and over? It's reskinned with different gameplay. That's crazy. Oh wow, it just restarts, okay. Wow. Oh, brutal. Okay. Amazing. This is gonna be such a fun fight. Just basically learning it incrementally, slow and steady. That's probably the pretty normal way, I guess. For a lot of people, probably. I do own Ender Lilies. Okay. I believe so. But he hits for 2. Wow. Seems like everything hits for 2. Interesting. 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 Oh, went the wrong way. This is amazing. Definitely finding the flow. And just a reminder, in case it adds anything to watching, I am playing with the stick, like the joystick. Okay. probably get pretty locked in. So I may not be reading as much if you haven't already noticed. Okay, taking way too much damage. Got back leg. Wow. Thank you, Joey. Okay, it heals me. Interesting. Oh wow. Sets of 3, 4. Seems like the fight actually changes each time. Like in terms of the order of mechanics. Yeah. Okay, so really not a phase where there's much opportunity to heal. I just need to focus on the mechanics a bit more. And pick away at the boss a little bit longer. Maybe I'll try it that approach. I'm glad they were able to help at all. The laughter you hear right now is also healing right now. Literally refilling my soul when I sit at the bench. Okay, I haven't been using many spells. It was a high mobility, and I'm using very little spells. Interesting. It's very little time to heal, unless I had the quick heal. But I'd have to sacrifice something else that I don't want to. Maybe I'll use this, but I still don't want to strive to get hit, of course. The delicate flower, oh wow, I just saw what you said. Abyssal shriek, interesting. Does mean sacrifice healing, yeah, that's interesting. I am hitting the boss a lot. So that would be interesting to get like a either spell reduction cost or increase the amount of soul, but if I am hitting the boss a lot, then I should get a lot of soul to then use a lot of magic perhaps. Very interesting. We'll try it. I forgot, if I just get to the next phase, it feels like it heals me. So I should probably just stock up on soul. Wow, all that work. Okay. Here we go. We'll see if it fully heals me. Okay, it does. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be incredible. I mean, it already is. But you know what I mean? Yeah, the get down is a pretty good line. If that's what they're saying. Hold on, seeing what you're saying. Is it honor Ovo's birthday? It's also on say Rav. Okay, here we go. We're just gonna go ham. Oh, wow, what the? Okay. Wow. Oh wait, I can just... Okay, I did waste a little soul. I forgot that it will heal. Here we go. Wow. Okay, I need to listen to my plan, which is focus on the mechanics and slowly chip away at them. Not basically be in a hurry. There's no timer. In World of Warcraft, you could say it trains you a lot of times because they have enraged timers. They push you to do fights really fast rather than slow and steady. Although you could still have slow and steady in a raid fight. For the most part, they were on a timer, so that's what you were more aware of. Practice the boss longer with more health. That's a great point. Plus there's a bias if you end up winning. Okay, that door sound was amazing. It sounded like it was a part of the music. I wanted to hear it. That's why I crept into the room. The opening will present itself. That's such a great point. Oh my goodness. You could say it's very symbolic of the fight, too. But this one's just aggression. Well, I can. It seems. Obviously, I am taking a fair bit of damage. Trust the process. There it is.
Get down!
Still a little reckless, though. A little aggressive. Whoa, swords and laser, wow. That was wild. Oh my. Okay. I do that a lot, actually. I don't know if you've noticed. I dash in the wrong direction a lot. I'm not inclined to blame it completely on using the D-pad, or not the D-pad, but like the stick. I do feel like there are times I have handicapped myself by learning the game with the stick rather than the D-pad. It never occurred to me to even use that. I love VT. Yes, the final boss has been amazing. But really though, it's just user error. I just need to get good. That's really the best answer. To be more focused. Say yay really loud when we win. Okay. It's temporals in the shower. Here we go. Okay, I might actually need to heal a little bit. I also need to remember that a normal dash is perfectly fine and not prioritize just the shadow dashes. Okay. Oh my. I didn't expect the fourth one, that's for sure. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be relentless. I'm waiting for the perfect opportunity to attack the boss. And it seems like it is a non-stop onslaught. This is gonna be interesting. That is so true, the Skull Frost. But I went through most of the bosses without the Shadow Dash thing, so I need to remember that. It might be something I'm now overly relying on. So it's like in this first part, I need to actually, if I needed to, I should use it more so in this first part. Obviously, it should be used for emergencies in the second part. But if I'm playing focused enough, I shouldn't have to always use it as an emergency. Interesting. Okay, wow. Way too aggressive still. I deserve that. Yeah. That would be really crazy though. If you were really gonna go hungry tomorrow because you spent your money here. So I hope you're joking. The fast heal charm. Ideally, I want to get good enough at the mechanics that I don't really need to heal. Oh, whack the knife the whole time. What a great way of looking at it. And yeah, why don't I also, well, I feel like the charms that I have, it's getting the results I want. It's just me not executing on the mechanics well enough. Oh yes, hello, that's the slime. Yes, the artwork was super lovely. That's fine. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Wow. This is incredible. Well, this is the main focus, is this fight. There is no other focus in this game, just this fight. I did forget I could regain my soul quite easily from this boss. I'll remember that if there's a next time.
Get the!
Not bad, not bad. Thank you, GT. I'm not sure what Yaya's talking about. Yeah, 40k, that's true. But at least they let you fully heal, so if you kind of do well in the first phase, it's really not a problem. Like, getting through. You can descend in dark the floor spikes to get rid of them. Wait, the floor spikes can be broken? Hey, that's like a game changer. Interesting. I'm not sure I will be able to do it perfect, but I'll pay more attention now.
Get the!
Oh dear. I see they need to be more up. Wow, I totally ran off. Oh dear. The wrong way. Definitely user error. Okay. I'm really interested in trying to break the spikes. I'm not sure I should focus on it, but I'm really interested. Oh my goodness. That was so close. That was incredible. We got this. We got this. It's getting better. It's getting better. These two are learning. It's slowly happening. Slow and steady. Though I do think RNG was pretty on our side with that attempt. Like in terms of all the obstacles it threw us. Well, if I can just focus more in the first phase, it won't be so annoying. Yeah, I didn't quite know what was going on in that last phase. However, it made sense. Thank you, Sensei, Japanese gremlin. Hesitation is defeat. It does feel that way with the first phase. The second phase, there doesn't need to be hesitation, but there certainly needs to be more attention on the mechanics, for sure. The more aggressive I am, it feels less productive, or seems to produce poor results. Way too many hits trying to get those seals. The heal may have helped in that sort of moment, but I really need to be better with the mechanics. I do believe our best attempt so far, the RNG was really really good for us. Like the way things were spawning. Does anyone know what Iago is talking about? Just don't want to have too much like spam sort of messages, if that makes sense.
Get the!
Wow, totally preventable. Oh my. Wow. It was close to the next phase, but a little sloppy. I don't know that you're here, Dark Phoenix. I am not aware that you exist. Well, Skull, Frost, Elden Ring was certainly one of those learning grounds for like Souls-like stuff or bosses like this in a way. Though WoW Wraith really built that foundation. Like Raids in World of Warcraft for me. That is true, and it's both a terrible thing in a raid and one of the best things in a raid. The unpredictable nature of others. Oh my. Starting off to the bang. Okay, yeah, that one wasn't looking good. This is so exciting. This first part. I love Hollow Knight. This is the greatest. Okay, spice it up. Wow.
Get the!
Wait, Radagon phase? That term seems familiar. What does that mean? Jared, a speedrun of Hollow Knight certainly takes a lot of effort. Got too greedy on that one. Oh dear. Oh dear. I just realized I can't move into its body. Oh my. This isn't gonna go well. Thank you, mods, for moving in on whatever that was. I didn't really see. I think we're getting back to that phase. More no. I've never heard of How To Basic. I assume it's a YouTube channel. I've tried Bloodborne, but I wasn't really able to play it, so I didn't fully understand it. Oh dear. Oh, those swords went way faster than I thought. Yeah. I feel like I needed to get some heals in, but it was probably too late. The new Discord banner, nice, yeah. It was done by the artist Zest Slain here in chat. Though I don't know if I'm saying their name right.
Get the!
You can desolate the dive, or desolate, yeah, like the spikes. Yeah, Japanese gremlin mentioned that. I just haven't gotten comfortable with it yet. I tried it. Oh, maybe you have to land on them. Oh my. Oh my. Maybe I was too aggressive on that one. Like charging up instead of just waiting for the mechanics. Wait, is that all same? Is that all same? Or is that all sign?
Get the!
98% in your Silk Sun Steel Soul run. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. That's really tough, I'm sure. my goodness. So steady. Wow. Oh my. Zero point 6%. Wow. Perhaps I am the kitten. I mean, I do have like a rock on my shoulder. Oh wow. Still, we're getting here more frequently, and that's the plus. It's just a simple jump up would suffice. Okay, bad attempt. I was way too aggressive with the spikes, trying to break them. It kind of felt like I was still trying to figure out perfectly how to utilize that tactic, so just gotta keep going. Yeah, I wouldn't call it a bad attempt. Just, I could tell I was a little too focused on breaking those spikes. I'm guessing mods you took care of that situation that was going on in chat.
Get the!
Hello, DBZ. And Jared, which Mortal Kombat were you playing? Oh wow, the swing around. Oh, double swords. And it seems to be a set of 4. That usually seems to be 3, like 3 solar beams. Ooh, those are brutal. It's a 6-stage boss fight. Not bad. think we did it. I think we did it. March duo. You could almost feel the wind. Be sure to watch the scene if you haven't seen it. I've never seen it. Interesting. I was comforting the rock. Well, that was amazing. I guess in the end, we really did need the power of the rock. For those that remember the 9 rocks. Wow, it's such a bittersweet thing. You're almost ready to do it again. That was good for me though. Wow, oh my goodness. It is interesting to hear the credits like a second time. Like, could have beat it, and then you beat it again. But this was certainly the best ending I could hope for. Oh no, Bird. Oh no. Not again. Not again. And thank you, David and Bird, by the way. I know that there was a lot of messages that I didn't read. Geez, Ryan, I got an ending where they were like, I became the Lich King, where the chains were attached to me, and at least I had a hornet that was gonna be there with me. But they probably, if they woke up, wouldn't be too happy. But maybe it might turn into a pretty good scenario. I have no idea. Well, I won't be playing Silk Song this year. I would probably play it next year. When a gamer locks in, they lock in. No worries to it. That is wild. Apparently though, I didn't lock in for the Path of Pain and all of that. Oda Raimi. At first I wasn't sure what I was looking at in the icon. I thought it was a pair of legs. But now I see it looks like a bunny girl from Final Fantasy. I don't know what they're called. And Zettel sign. That would be so crazy if we were saying it completely wrong. I feel like I've said it like 5 different ways. Good night to you. Yeah, I think that was one of the bad endings. Keys Dragon. At least, you know, from a certain perspective. Just in time for spooky season, yeah. Which, speaking of that, I did install Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil Biohazard. And yeah, I installed that, so I haven't set it up on OBS yet. Only needed one boulder, right? Just wait till we get to a game where I need like a whole crown of them. Nightmare King? I'm not sure. Probably not. I don't know. We had all the charms. I wonder what the... Oh wait, I might be in the way. It might tell us the new percentage. Maybe it changed. Oh, it's still 106%. Was there an achievement for that? Oh wow. It's more common than I thought. 18.5% on Steam. It's crazy, the one called Happy Couple with the nailsmith and the hut. That one's more rare. That one's 9.5%. That's wild. I can see why though. It's such an obscure thing to know. Wait, how to get that? An achievement for 4 of the 5 Indians? Oh wow. Play with it's my fancy. Yeah, I'll probably play Resident Evil. But I might change it up too. I wonder selling through the month, the pixel model might be ready. Here's a little, like, preview of it. It's gonna be a live 2D pixel model. Not like the all the time model. It's a fun one, from time to time. Mods, I need you to ban the Skull Frost. Just kidding, just kidding. I think I can change the music. You can change the menu style, which affects the ambience. Here, I'll bring it back. You can see it. That's pretty cool, Japanese gremlin. That is such a clever thing. Having different menu styles. There could be a lot of people who don't care about something like that, so that sort of detail is really unique. Third, I just read what you said about the medieval royalty. Wow, I can't believe it's over. The Skyrim intro, that's really funny too. Ugh. Hmm. Josiah, if you're here. Josiah. Josiah. Summoning Josiah. Ding ding ding, ringing the bell. Josiah. Has anyone seen Josiah? 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 Josiah is the individual who helps me with the model. Like, they make so much of this possible. On Discord, I refer to them as the angel engineer. At least that's the role. They're not the one that made the model, but they help. Basically make it all work. And then I tinker with aesthetic things. And the one who made the model is Torian. Let me got their link in the chat. Just so you know, like, how the design and such came about. You can find through the link the avatar creator and the artist who came up with the design. This is not commissioned for me, by the way. You all can purchase this. I'm not an affiliate, by the way. Okay. That's the end of my legal disclaimer. Welcome to our virtual time. Yeah? Is that a bingo? 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 Wait, was that another bingo? 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 For those that don't know, there's a bingo card on the Discord. Yes, someone I know is playing bingo. Yes. You. So do you need more finger fluttering? Also, I plan on redesigning the background. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and have been unable to deliver on that. It's something that I would really like to accomplish then. Starting to break character. I mean, after the fight that was just had, this is like the credits have rolled. It's time to relax. In many ways, the experience while playing Hollow Knight is a sort of tense journey. And so to come to the end of it is quite refreshing. Each of this, there's no way Are you saying you literally walked out? I mean, it's not a problem, but look, see the radiance. Feel the warmth. The smell fast. That's kind of a funny way to look at it. Like, I know what you mean. Six people TikTok dancing in your parking lot? Oh, you saying they're actually recording or something? I know. I guess it's time to become the most legendary background character. The one that people zoom into and create emojis or like memes from because it's like so profound. You are Seraph. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'll probably have to look back at it too. Kind of rewatch it. I honestly feel like there may have been one moment. I could be wrong, but I believe outside of a myriad of moments, I believe there was one moment where I used the down splash or whatever, like the down attack. I feel like I used it for the first time in an actual great way, making use of the iframes. There was a moment where I was like between spikes and some balls were spawning in, and I used that down attack right at the right moment to make use of the iframes, so to speak. In my opinion, in that moment, I actually felt like this could be it. But I don't know if it was on that attempt. That's my inclination now. Smushing the spikes? I think I did that maybe intentionally here and there. But for a while, I really just wanted to know what it was like, even if it cost me the run. You almost beat Radiance using the minion build? Oh my goodness. You know, I bet that was amazing. The only problem I had was they were pushing the first phase too far until I got the bad ending. Well, bots, and a box man. I'm probably gonna play Silk Song next year. I'm certainly not in a hurry to jump to it. There are a lot of games in the library that are gonna be great. We'll give them a try. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you all soon. The pet rock says bye.